think I did pretty well. I was a little nervous at first because I think there's a lot of models here that have a little bit more experience than I do, or constant experience, and so I was a little intimidated.
With Stephanie, I think she's quite gorgeous. I love her pose. The only thing that I don't like is that I would like to see a lot more intensity with her. She has one of those looks that can go both ways. Either she'll be too soft or not as intense or over the top. And somehow I hope that she finds a way to really, really focus on what she's doing and lock in with eye contact. Heidi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
How'd that go?
It was fun.
Yeah. As a model, not in any category, who do you think your biggest competitor is?
I would have to say Ariana, and she just goes for it. She doesn't take a second to think about what she's going to do next. It looks like she is just boom, 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 on point. So it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Heidi, very alternative girl. Fun pose. It's not very high fashion though. I'm sorry, hun. This seems a little lifestyle, and we asked for specifically high fashion. Good attempt though, very good attempt.
Okay, tell me about your shoot out there.
It was wonderful. I've actually had some great coaching from you. So learning how to use my body, learning how to get the angles to pop, learning how to move my hips so it makes my figure look more curvy versus straight up and down. So it's been wonderful. The learning experience that I'm hoping for is what I'm getting. So
Who is your top competitor?
probably Brittany.
Why?
I think she's a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Jessica looks really fabulous in this picture. I love the pose. I love how she used her hands. The straight, dead-on look. Sometimes that can be really good, sometimes it can be really bad. She nailed it.
Tell me one person that you view as a competitor.
Ariel. I think Ariel is beautiful and her eyes are so stunning.
Karen here looks really good. I feel like there's a little bit, maybe too much of an awkwardness in her pose a little bit. Like she's really doing a good job trying to work into it, make it high fashion. I think just making herself look a little bit taller, a little bit, you know, just that long, lean, high fashion look would be a little bit better for her, but she looks gorgeous.
So you just got done doing the first photo shoot.
Yeah,
What'd you do out there?
I worked it.
Well, Kayleen is pretty stunning here. I'm a little impressed with what I see. I like the pose. She's actually focusing even though her face is up and back. I do like the intensity. I like the way that she uses nice lines within her body and her body shape of her poses. Lacey. So I hear you're doing kind of well out there, kind of bit.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I feel like I am.
Tell me about your experience.
It's been good. All the girls are pretty cool.
Wow, Lacey, her eye expression is amazing. I love the contact. Her pose, not too bad. It's a little common, but it's still very interesting, and I see the hints of high fashion in there. Almost, very close, Lacey.
Who do you think is your top competitor?
My top competitor.
Who's your
well,
competitor? Who's your competition?
the girls that come to mind are Kayleen and Lacey. They're just gorgeous, and they did so well in their shoots. And I feel like they have quite a bit of experience.
Lauren really did a good job with the pose here. I really like this. I think the only thing I would change is just the right hand down at the bottom there. I just wish it was a little bit, it had a little more structure, or a little bit loosening of the fingers. Just a little bit more graceful would have brought, instead of kind of it kind of brings your eyes to her hand. But otherwise, I love it. It's beautiful.
Who's your biggest competition?
I would say Amanda. Amanda, the other Latin-looking girl, is my biggest competition because she really wants this. She really wants to go for it, and her attitude, even though it's not cutthroat, it's, you know, she's fierce.
Marianne is a fantastic model. In this particular shoot, I think she had a bit of a hard time with the high fashion posing. Her posing tended to be more swimwear, which is fantastic. She would be a beautiful swimwear model. The only trouble was this particular challenge was for high fashion and didn't get a particularly great image that was high fashion. This image was the best we got. We do have some good angles, but again, it still looks a little bit swimsuit-ish, and that might be something she could work on a little bit, but beautiful images, beautiful face. She really did a good job.
Hey, Paris.
Hello, Carrie.
How'd you do in the shoot?
I think I did fabulous.
Who's your biggest competition?
I would probably have to say Lacey. She
Why?
is absolutely fantastic, and she just, every time I see her posing, it's like, oh my God, that is fabulous. She looks amazing.
What are you gonna do to beat her out?
I'm gonna be even more fierce.
Paris was really nice to work with. She seemed to understand the posing. She took direction very well. This particular photo, she really got a great shape, and it all came together beautifully. The angle of her chin, the intensity in her eyes. Really a great model to work with. She really pulled it together, did a good job, and I liked what she brought to the shoot.
Who do you think your biggest competition is?
I think Karen.
Yeah.
She's really pretty and super high fashion looking.
Sarah, wow. To be frank, when I saw her actually pose this during the shoot, I wasn't sure it was going to pull off correctly. But it works for her. I like the placement of her arms. I like the expression on her face. I like the pose. It's not the most incredible high fashion pose I've seen, but it has a bit of high fashion to it. I like it.